fluid simulations have been around for a very long time, with their algorithms based on equations developed in 1822. They are a staple in the visual effects industry, being used for anything from water to explosions. Although capable of simulating dynamic interactions, their usage in games is severely limited, with the game Dark Void being one of the few games to actually attempt it. F.S.V.E. is a project exploring the uses and limitations of fluid simulated effects in game environments. At the core of F.S.V.E. is a modular GPU-accelerated fluid simulation framework based on Joss Stam's real-time fluid solver. In this example, the fluid has been specialized to simulate smoke by including an additional buoyancy module. The smoke's density and temperature is added to the simulation through the use of emitters. The buoyancy, weight and density dissipation of the smoke can all be altered, as well as the fluid's inherent properties of viscosity and temperature dissipation, allowing for control over the simulation. The framework also supports dynamic collisions with objects to help add another level of interaction. Containers are also supported, allowing for the trapping of fluid. Simulations are rendered in a fragment shader by ray marching with 3D texture output. The volume can be tinted using a gradient controlled by either height or density. F.S.V.E. started out as a project focused on producing explosions using a particle suspension technique. The aim was to try and develop a better rendering solution by voxelizing the particles into a 3D texture for ray marching. This demonstration shows a custom GPU particle simulation, injecting 600,000 particles into a fluid. The particles act as a fuel for the explosion, contributing heat and divergence to the fluid, whilst burning their own masses. My research found the rendering technique to be viable, however the simulation itself was inconsistent and difficult to control due to its dependence on randomization and the input parameters. This is a flaw shared by prior works implementing this technique. As an optimization, each fluid can be instanced multiple times for use throughout a level. To allow instances to receive dynamic interactions, F.S.V.E. features a streaming system that sets the closest instance as the simulation space. Using the optimizations, the fluid was stress tested in the game Pigeon. With instancing, the simulation did not impact performance massively, still reaching an acceptable frame rate.